All right. Well, howdy everybody. My name is Jessica Fabian and I am the Bandera County Family and Community Health County Extension Agent. And we're making sweet potato muffins today. And this was supposed to be Nicole's week, and we're so happy that she had a safe delivery with her baby. And so congratulations to her. And so we are filling in so she can take care of that little one. All right, so we are in our last week of the Walk and Talk program. I don't know about y'all, but this past 8 weeks has just flown by. I feel like we've gotten to know y'all. I hope y'all have gotten to know us and had fun and learned something along the way. So I'm really excited to have this last cooking demo with y'all today. So it's all about sweet potatoes this week. And I thought what a better recipe than to pick muffins, sweet potato muffins, because most of the time when we think of sweet potatoes, we think of just Thanksgiving or any of the holidays, Christmas. You think of it as a holiday dish. And so I wanted to share with y'all a recipe you can have year round for breakfast. It's very, very nutritious. If you don't know, sweet potatoes have a very, very high source of vitamin A, which helps with our eyesight and preventing night blindness. And so it is such a great nutrient to have and to get from really, really in high qualities or high quantities in one vegetable. It's also a great source of fiber, which helps keep us fuller longer. So if you're trying to watch what you eat and making sure you're not snacking all throughout the day, watching your calories, this will definitely help you stay full and so you won't have those extra little snacks throughout the day. Okay. So with this recipe, I pre-did a few steps just for time wise, but we'll just go right into it right now. So the first step was to cream your butter and your sugar, which I've already done. And so I'm just gonna kind of stir that back up again. And one thing you'll notice with this recipe, and it was posted earlier, so if you're looking for it, just go through our Facebook group posts and you'll see the recipe. You want to keep your wet ingredients separate from your dry ingredients until the very end when you combine it. And that has to do with the baking powder that's in there. You don't want to start it too quick, get that chemical reaction starting too quickly. And there's my oven going off. So actually that was the first step, was to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. So I'm glad it beeped so it could remind me to tell y'all that. But anyways, once you've preheated your oven and you've got your, what was I saying? Butter and sugar that you're creamed together. You're next going to add 1 egg. So we're just gonna add that to our wet mixture right there. And I'm just going to stir this up. You can use a mixer if you want. I'm just going old school, kind of burning some extra calories by stirring it myself. All right, got that egg in there. And then next, we're going to add our key ingredient, which is sweet potatoes. So it calls for mashed sweet potatoes. What I used is I just bought canned sweet potatoes. I was pressed for time and it was just the easiest thing for me to do, and just kind of mash them down to get it kind of a puree, easier to stir in there. You could, if you wanted to, you could buy the sweet potato at the store, bake it, and then kind of make your own puree for this recipe if you wanted to. But the canned works great too. So we're just gonna add that to our mixture. All right. This kind of takes just a little bit. extra stirring just because the sweet potatoes are thick. So you gotta get it all nice and mixed in there. But it's coming around perfectly. So I tried this recipe last night just to test it out, and it came out really, really good. But one thing I did notice was making sure that my sweet potatoes were already mashed and pureed before I put it in this mixture really helped out the process. Because then you kind of get those big lumps in there, and it's kind of hard to get it nice and smooth. All right, so that's looking really good. So let me bring this up closer to the camera. It's got a nice orange color. Okay, so in your dry ingredients, I have flour, baking powder, ground cinnamon, and ground nutmeg. And so I'm just going to mix those ingredients up in my larger bowl. I love the smell of ground cinnamon. It smells so good. Okay. So now that we have that all nice and mixed, as you can see, our next step on our recipe, sorry, I gotta glance at it. It is alternate adding our milk and our potato mixture. So I have our 1/2 cup of milk. So I'm just gonna add a little bit to it. And then I'm gonna alternate with our potato mixture. Stir that up. So if you had a mixer going on, that'd probably make this process just a little easier. But also with filming this, I did wanted y'all to be able to hear me, and I know my mixer is pretty loud. Let's see, all right. Add some more milk. Just gonna add the rest of it, there we go. And the rest of our potato mixture. All right. So let me tell you, this recipe is really, really good. It's even husband approved. My husband tried it last night and he was like very surprised. He was like, this is really good. So it's a winner, definitely. There's another recipe that we posted earlier too. I think it's called sweet potato hash, and that's what you do over the skillet with your sweet potatoes. And I've been wanting to try that one out too. It looks really, really good. Sweet potatoes, they're my favorite holiday, anytime potato to eat. It's really, I love them. They're so good. Sometimes I just have them as a side for dinner, just because they're just that good. All right, so I'm getting all that stirred in. So it's a little lumpy, but that's okay. Still gonna keep working it. Read some of the comments that y'all are talking about. Burning those calories. Yes, most definitely, Kara. Oh, Nicole, Caroline and I are hungry now. That's sweet. All right, thank y'all for the comments. Keep commenting. This makes it fun, more interactive that way. Okay. Almost. Got that nice and smooth. It's just a little extra. I'm feeling the burn in my arm. Which is sad a little, but you know what? That's okay. It's all right, I got this. Okay, so the next part of this recipe is adding in your chopped pecans and chopped raisins. And I'm just gonna tell y'all, I had a really hard time finding raisins at the grocery store. So I'm going to omit adding raisins. I don't know why I couldn't find them. I think I was just looking in the wrong spot, but it is what it is. So I'm just going to fold in our pecans. So if you don't like pecans, you can omit it as well. Or if you're like, I'm not a raisin fan, it's okay. It still comes out really, really good. But if you like them both, please add them into it because you're just adding more nutrients to this dish. Because with the pecans, not a whole lot of protein, but it gives you just a little bit. And of course the raisins, those are really, really good for like vitamin C and then some more fiber to your dish. So I'm just gonna fold these in here. Okay, so let me show you what I got. Looks really good, right? And if you have kids, this would be an easy one to have your kids help you with. Alrighty, so the last step is just putting it into your muffin tin. So you can either grease your muffin tin, or if you wanted to use like these papers to put your batter in, you're more than welcome to. Either works great. I just prefer the paper, it makes it fun to peel it off in the morning when you're having your breakfast. And a trick I've learned to putting batter into muffin tins is go ahead and just like use a quarter cup and help spoon it into your muffin tin, and it makes it a lot less messy. And so I'm not guaranteeing you won't have a little spillage every now and then, but it does help that process. So we're just going to do this. Get it just a little bit closer. All right. You don't want to overfill your muffin tins either, because then it's just gonna go overflow over. I wouldn't say more than 3/4. It does yield, I believe, 12 muffins, depending how big your muffin tin is and how full you make it. Will vary the amount of muffins you get. I know some people have those mini muffins, and those are super cute, by the way, but make sure you watch your baking time as well, because they will cook or bake faster. All right, do a couple more. I've also seen like an ice cream scoop that you could use to put all this in your muffin tin. But I like to save on dishes, so I use usually a cup that I've already used in the recipe. So it helps. Do one more. There you go. So I'll do those last ones here in a bit. But you'll put it in the oven and you'll bake it for 10 minutes. With my oven, it took about 12. So like we talked about when I did the green beans, every oven is just a little bit different. So just watch it. And when you take it out of the oven, you can stick a toothpick or a knife in the middle and just make sure it comes out clean. If it's still, pretty doughy, just put it back in for about a minute or two and then take it back out and check it. And your finished product will look like this. Yay! So they're really, really good. Good source of fiber in the morning. And there you go. You have a new recipe to add to your list. So thank you all so much for watching our last cooking demo for this Walk and Talk program. We have a post survey that has been on the post the past 2 days, and we'll keep having that link posted throughout next week. If y'all can, please, we really need your feedback on our program and what did you learn and things like that, because it helps better our programs and how to tweak them. I mean, if y'all liked this Facebook group, we would hope to continue this for next year, and so let us know. And the only way and it's anonymous, so don't be, or we do put your name, but I put the answers that you give is anonymous. I do ask for your name and email just so we can let you know of future programs. But the other answers you give, like what you like best, what you didn't like, that would be anonymous. And so just keep that in mind. We really would love your feedback. And so again, it's either a QR code or it'll be a link, and we'll have it posted every day between now and throughout next week. And guess what? If you enter, or if you do the survey, and so this is another reason why I asked for your name, is you'll be entered in for a raffle for a cookbook. So it's an even better, I mean, it's free. So there's nothing, I love having cookbooks. I have a whole stash on my bookshelf, so the more the merrier. So definitely do that survey, and you only have to do it once. So, because I'm only counting you one time in the raffle. So don't do the survey multiple times thinking it'll get you better chances. It's only one time for your survey to be entered. Everybody will have the same chance for the raffle. And that raffle will be right after Easter on April 5th at 10 a.m. We'll have another Facebook Live drawing for it, okay? Alrighty, well, thank y'all so much. I know I've taken up y'all's time, and I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. And if y'all have any questions about anything else, just let us know. And we'll see y'all hopefully next time when we have another program coming up. All right, y'all, take care. Bye-bye.